That's annoying. Okay, got it. It's the first time I've done a live in a while. I didn't realize lives had to be up like TikTok set up. Okay. Let's get this squared away here. Alright. As soon as I get a couple people on here, I'll excuse me, start going over some of the stuff. Start off with a quick walkthrough. Rick, what's up, man? River Rat Crew, what's going on? I got two different lives going right here. Some people prefer to be on TikTok. Some people prefer to be on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, let me know. Make sure you can hear me, please. Same thing. TikTok, make sure you can hear me. My son's been using this phone. I want to make sure that it sounds loud and clear. Sounds good. Cool. Appreciate it, window guys. I can't talk worth a damn. Let me see. Alright. And I wasn't paying attention that I wore this hat. I've been wearing this hat all day, so if you get offended, sorry. This hat actually came from a TikTok store. So, alright. First off, a few of you on here already know I'm Rusty. It's River Rat Catfishing, and we're going to go over the 2023 Dynasty 2.0. There is one subtle change on a 24. Zachary Taylor has a couple of them out of Huntsville Marine, or Huntley Marine, over there in North Carolina. The only major difference is, let me see, this is going to be interesting to deal with. The only major difference is, if you see there, those handles, those are gone now on the 24 models. So that is the only major difference. Major, minor, whatever. That's the only thing that's really different. Otherwise, it's the same boat. Oh, what's up, Easy Life? Okay, so first things first. Let's get out in front of this bad boy and do a quick walkthrough. I'm gonna see if I can hold both these phones. How do I switch this camera around? Flip camera. Flip camera. Cool. All right. So, let's step back off this and explain what we got here. We have a 2023 Dynasty 2.0. Seaark Dynasty 2.0. On the title build sheet, it says it's a 2472. But then again, on their side, it says 22 foot. I still have no idea how long this boat is. It's a Marine Master trailer. And these trailers all come with these nice little steps. And they come with these Fulton winches. I do have a Drado that I have not put on here yet. On the front of my boat, I have the new Power Pole Move PV, or the Pivot. This is just used it yesterday for the first time. This thing is a beast. The next thing at the front of the boat here, you got an anchor storage. On the anchor storage, they do have a power cable ran in there somewhere, I do believe. That way you can run accessories. This cable is just tucked in there so it doesn't fly out. These come pre-wired for trolling motors. Then you have just storage over here. Same thing on the other side. All of these Seaark Dynasty 2.0s that I know of are quote-unquote amped packages and have those lights on the front. Not all of them have windshield wipers. This one does. Let's see, they are belly fuel tanks. They're fueled from the front. As soon as you step in, some people may or may not like this. This is here to keep water from rushing through. There's 3 holes on each side. The water runs off. So you do have to step over that. And then there is a step down. So it's a little bit interesting. As you see in here, there's a light on that side, which is ran by that little button there. And then you have the washdown station. And the hose is up here, but it's underneath some other stuff. So you got a hose there. And as you step down, you have the cockpit for the ship. On here, you have a massive, I mean, you can see I've got all kinds of stuff stored in here. I got a box in there. I've still got the fire extinguisher in the box. I got my first aid kit, another box with a bunch of stuff in it. I got my Ziploc. It's got all the registration stuff in it. Every one of these compartments locks, so you don't have to worry. And over here, you have, on my boat, we have the power pole move display screen. There is one. Let me go back up here real quick. Power pole move does have a display screen. Let me move this down here so it'll lock in real quick so it won't move on me. So kick her down, comes right up, and there's your display screen. You don't have to worry about it getting kicked, broken, or anything else. It's very easy. And to release it, you put it back and stow it that way. Very, very simple. Again, kick it up. For us old people, it comes right up to your hands. Now you do have to reach down when you kick it. It releases it, unlocks it, and then you set it down. It does make life a hell of a lot easier though, especially for old people, to just kick and it's in your hands. And then toss it back down. I'll do more on it when I'm on the water. Now, again, on the Helm here, we have, well, let me go ahead and get it out and show you. With the powerful trolling motor, excuse me, comes with 2 of these remotes. Second one is right here. It's got 2 of these remotes. Simply locks in. And what you don't see here is behind this, there is a single wire that goes through, and it's just a power cord. You hook it into the 12-volt power system, and you have a wireless charger for your remotes. Same thing with this. This is wireless. It wirelessly connects to the trolling motor. Now, this did not come with it. I had to buy this separate. What it does come with is this right here. So what you do is you, with the trolling motor on and deployed, you wave this. I'm not going to do it because I don't want to reset that. You wave this up and down in front of that display, and then it'll go to 0 and start flashing. What you do from there is grab your remote, go within 2 foot up here, and hit left and right at the same time. Just a quick hit, and then you'll hear it beep twice, and that is how you sync any extra displays with your trolling motor. Found that out because I did not read the last piece of the instructions, so it took me longer than it should have and longer than I'd like to admit, because I don't finish reading instructions like I should. Okay, I'll put these up here in a second. All right, coming to the next thing. In between these consoles, we've got the rod locker. A rod locker will hold a lot more rods than that. These reels are huge, and I would absolutely recommend having those covers, whatever, rod sleeves on every one of your rods putting in there. Makes it easier. That way you're not tearing your line up or getting stuff caught on each one of them. That's pretty annoying. These seats do have storage underneath. I know the last dynasties had like containers or something like that. These just have open storage, which works good for your baby wipes and your toilet paper. These also have their own version of Smooth Move style seats, and I don't remember, some Wave Pro or something like that. I do not remember what type they are. Back to the Helm. So again, this is for the power pole trolling motor. This is for the power pole trolling motor. This is an additional $200. Also, on the power pole trolling motor, one thing I didn't talk about was this right here. You see sitting out. This is a pulpit. Majority of us with aluminum boats, they hang over the edge quite a bit further, the front of the motor. So this trolling motor needs to go out. You cannot mount these without mounting them out. Well, they come with a quick release bracket from the factory. The pivot comes with a quick release. That quick release cannot mount far enough out. So what you have to do is buy the pulpit. This is the short one. The long one is another 6 or so inches longer. I'd recommend getting the long one so you have more room to mount it back. I got the short one thinking it'd be out of the way, but it really doesn't matter. So the long one would be easier for mounting purposes. So, with that out of the way. What's going on, Mike? All right. So, then we come here. We have the main power switch. And then you got the lights, navigation lights. These are the lights for in here. The lights for the live well. And those lights up on the front that are part of the quote-unquote amped package. So anyway, I say quote-unquote amped package with these because literally the only thing amped about these are those lights. There's nothing else that's a certain color, so it's kind of whatever. Now, as far as this goes, this right here is for my Lowrance HDS 16 Pro. Then you have the multi-bar, which is from Colton Howell's multi-bars, actual multi-bars. If you contact him, you can get them custom made, or otherwise you can go to smackdown.com, SmackDown Catfishing, whatever, smackdown.com, and look, and they do sell them. Also, Tackle Bandit sells them as well. Through SmackDown, you can get them customized. I know that Peter Dries does really good. He's really good to work with. So is Nate Davis at Tackle Bandit. So anyway, I had chose to go with the Yamaha. So you see we have Yamaha displays and gauges. On this side of the boat, let's go and turn that back off. So you got, and then you have two bilges, and then you got the wipers. They do work. There's 2 speeds. Then you have the aerators to fill it up, the recirc to pump it in or pump it out, and then an accessory. Then you have a 12-volt cigarette plug, and then you have your USB cords. Fuel, battery volts, so on and so forth. Now also you have your Yamaha controls. If you pop this off here, you'll see right there that little screw in the center. That right there is how you adjust your tension on these. You can righty tighty, lefty loosey, just like everything else. Right to tighten it up. That way, whenever you go forward with it, it will hold. You just don't want to overdo it to where you just cause too much stress on it. Here's the hydraulic trims, the hydraulic jack plate. Go up and down on there. Then you got 2 cup holders on this side, and again 2 of them on this side. Now, I think I've covered everything up at the front. This thing is made pretty solid. These things are ridiculous. And as far as the anchors go, I have an anchor light already up there on this one. The Navigation lights on these come red and green on the sides there in the corners. So there's no more light pole you have to put on. There's another pole in here. Which brings us to this storage. All right, the light is in there somewhere, but this is huge storage. Whole lot of storage in there. And it seems so far to be a dry storage. These seats back here, fairly easy to take out. There's single switch button right there, you push, lifts it right out if you don't want them here. These I did add the additional SmackDown rod holders, anodized the rod holder bases. These bases are pretty stout, pretty phenomenal. If you see here, these rails are part of the Seaark specific bimini top enclosure setup. The rails are all the way on the sides of the boat, go up and around. I do not have that with me. Some people like their tops, some people don't. Teach their own. That's pretty much all it comes down to. But I don't have it to really explain it. It's a different style, different setup. And then we come back to the live well. This live well, I've seen a couple different things. I've seen 115 gallon, 118 gallon, whatever. This thing is huge. Huge. That is one of the pump ends. That is one of the pump ends right there. That is right there, the flow right, pump in, pump out. So the recirc at the front, you pull it out to pump the water out, you push it in, and it recircs the water within it. They did really good by dropping down the drain on these. That way when the water is slushing around, it will eventually get down in there, and it will drain out. That is an outstanding design in my book. I love that. Now, back here, it's kind of a pain in the butt because I put the multi-bars back here. But I have a Pro Guide 31-225 starting battery, came with the boat. I have not cleaned up the wiring back here. I've not had time. I've just been rushing to get everything together. That bucket right there is my poopy bucket, if you want to call it that. See, this is a design they changed. You cannot lift these up without having the sides up. So it's wonderful. So it's not so bad though. It's not too bad when
Piss off the neighbors, leave the boat on the street for another 4 days.
Yeah, actually I'm about to anyway. But we got anyway, we these mounts here are for the Yeti coolers. You can use them for any cooler. This mount is not Yeti specific. You see it doesn't say Yeti on it. It's 15 bucks on Amazon. The other side over here, I have my 3 12-volt 100 amp hour EnjoyBot batteries and my Dakota lithium battery charger. I do have one more EnjoyBot battery to set up. It's 12-volt 200 amp hour. I just haven't made the brackets and stuff. Onto the back, we have the multi-bar right there. As far as the multi-bars go, this is the 30-inch, which gives you an opportunity for 4 rod holders. Plenty of room for the accessory. The accessory mount here holds knives, pliers. You can clip your rags on it. Plenty of different things. If you see right here, we have the Knicks custom bait boards. I've not cleaned this out from using it yesterday, but Nick did a phenomenal job making this. This is set up on a V-lock setup. You pull that pin, slides right out, put it back in there, and it locks in. It held going down the water at like 57 mile an hour. It held no problem. Back here we have Precision Fishing Designs. You go on their website and you will see this. This is a 6-rod holder. This is an angled offset. I mounted it differently than they designed it for. They designed this to go that angle back up to that corner. However, I noticed whenever I got the motor up, I can actually hit the rods. So I mounted it up a little further. That way I could bring the motor up just a hair more before the rods start hitting it. Not a big deal. It's to each their own, and not everybody wants the motor up that dang high. On the back, we do have a Yamaha 300. So, Whisker Whisper, what's going on, man? So, oh yeah, forgot to mention, you do have these pedestals here, and then one here. So what you can do is, if you're old or fat like me, and old like most of my buddies that I fish with, you can sit down to go bumping, set up your 3 seats, and 3 y'all can bump easily. Sit there, kick your feet off the side, and you can bump. If you want, you can sit on this back until you feel the live well, because your butt will not be on the water. Those pods stick up, and that's where the other lights are on both sides. So, what else? I think I covered pretty much about most of everything. Got any questions? I'm going to get a Protege. Protege is a great boat, man. Oh, Pro Guide. Protege or Pro Guide, man, that's a big difference. That is a big, big difference. Pro Guide's a little bit more boat than I'd want or need. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I apologize. I do not have my phone stands. I typically have them on me, and I left them down in my dad's shop. So I kind of messed that up. If you give me a second, I'll flip this camera around. And give me a second again, I'll flip that camera around. All right. So, kind of questions? Any questions? If not, I mean, that's fine. I think I covered most of everything. I started making a video while I was installing that trolling motor. I will be going over more with that trolling motor as time comes. I do have to start. I do have to finish filming for the rest of that trolling motor. As far as the just a couple things to cover it or whatever. So far, I've used it once. I did make a quick video that I posted that came out. It wasn't as good as I wanted it to be because I was trying to film it quick in the middle of a tournament while I was doing stuff. But this trolling motor is, so far, I'm seeing that it's going to be possibly on my part worth the money to me. I'm sure I'll get the Protege. They look like a mini Dynasty. Yeah. So yeah, if there's no other questions, so yeah, I mean, really, that's about it. If I don't have any other real questions, then I'm gonna go ahead and end these, finish filming the rest of what I needed to with the other document that I was making, and then if that's it, then yeah. Appreciate everybody watching. If you have any questions, or if you have any future questions, whatever the case is, please feel free to hit me up, ask me. And I don't know a whole lot. I've only been using this boat for about a month. That trolling motor I just used first time yesterday. These multi-bars are the first multi-bars I've had. I mean, everything's a first for me. So, I mean, we can all start and walk through this whole process together. It's a first for me and first for a lot of other people. So as I learn, as I know more, I will make sure everybody else knows more. So when it comes down to it, once I know, you will know, and I'll make the videos, post the videos, or do what I got to do to make sure I inform everybody. Main biggest thing is some people don't like to make a decision because some of these decisions cost a lot of money, and I get that. This is going to be a last purchase for me for a long time, or if not forever. This boat is a forever boat. So I'm making my decisions based off what I want, not what I need. So all these purchases are going to be hopefully the last purchases. So far, I'm thinking they're going to be the last purchases because everything on this thing is phenomenal. I love everything about it. I love the trolling, from the trolling motor, multi-bars, the color, everything. This thing is sick. So far, I've had a lot of help. A lot of people in this industry help me out. Great industry of people. The catfishing industry is wonderful. A guy by the name of Roy Harkness is the only other Dynasty owner, actually the only other catfisherman that I know of that has the power pole trolling motor. I reached out to him. He helped me with everything I needed, and now I'm set. So if you have any questions, concerns, complaints, whatever, just ask. I'm here. But otherwise, I'm out. I appreciate it.